Alright guys, so I've got a very interesting hunt to share with you today for multiple reasons, but it just started off as competition hunting on Val-Des-Bois. So I started off with Ibex hunting. The competition I was in was to harvest the highest scoring Ibex at 100 harvest value, and I don't think you can use any muzzleloaders, so had a pretty good one out in front of us, and then it actually started fighting with another one, so I just kind of recorded that for a while. But then I managed to spook him, of course, and I did want to get him just in the same video clip as actually seeing them fight, because I just thought that'd be really cool for the video that I was trying to record. So I just tried to take a shot here before he walked out of view. Unfortunately, we didn't get 100 harvest value on him. I think he had like a 4.4 second wound time, as we'll see here in just a moment. But he actually was not quite big enough to place. I think I needed a 256 and he scored 242. But this was just the start of an amazing hunt. So a bit later I fast traveled down to the northern lodge on Val-Des-Bois to hunt some red deer, and I found a melanistic stag. I actually had him call over here by the small pond, and when I got my binoculars and saw him walking past a tree, I thought he looked a bit dark. I did see that he was small, but I wasn't entirely sure, so I snuck over, and sure enough he was in fact melanistic. He's not going to win any competitions, but definitely really cool to see. I hadn't harvested a melanistic red deer in I think almost 3 years. I got one on Hirschfeld hunting on a friend's map a long time ago. But yeah, I was definitely really excited to see it. So I had the heavy recurve with me. I just had one tracer arrow, which I was going to use on this guy, of course. And yeah, I was pretty excited, and I was actually narrating this at the time. But somehow my microphone got screwed up, and it was disabled. So I have no microphone live reactions, so I'm just narrating over this whole hunt. But to explain what I was actually going to do, as you can see our melanistic red deer coming in, on Tuesday when this happened, I was going to record because my brother and sister had a snow day and I can't normally record live when they're home, just generally to try to avoid noise in the videos. I was going to just record a bunch of footage and not have my microphone volume in it. So I was kind of recording everything that I saw, and then what I was going to do was kind of make it like an uncut video type of video where I kind of just talk about different things and then just have the hunt going on in the background. But rather than just getting a couple kills, I was just going to have all the different kills I had in the hunt. But that ended up not being what I did for this video, of course, because quite a few pretty nice animals ended up showing up. But yeah, we ended up with this melanistic red deer scoring 150 and a decent trophy shot, and you can hear the red deer walking behind me, and I thought it'd be quite hilarious if it was actually a rare, although it would also not be funny because I would be that close to being on the wiki for 2 rare animals in one photo in the super rare animals gallery. So I just equipped another arrow and shot her. So I was actually incredibly close to accomplishing exactly what I just said, actually getting on the wiki, because just a bit later I was continuing on my red deer hunt, had a red deer female call, and since I was pretty much recording everything for this potential video that I was going to make, I was already recording when she showed up, and I was just pretty much calling in any animal I saw. So a piebald red deer, female this time, actually ends up walking out, and I don't even have a tracer arrow at this point to take her out. But I'll definitely just go with the recurve again, just using the normal arrows, and she stops perfectly on the rock for us and we can take her down, and she falls in a much better place for a trophy shot than the melanistic did. He was kind of on a hill, so it made it difficult, so the trophy shot wasn't exactly what I wanted, but it turned out pretty good for the place we were in, so I had a lot better potential. And here I was checking just to see how far I had traveled since killing the melanistic, and I think it was something like 350 or 380 meters, so not far at all, and we had killed a second rare red deer. So we got a decent looking trophy shot. Actually, it's a pretty good one, good sunlight, using the new trophy shot pose. I forget, I believe it was called the weary pose that I used there, and I didn't know that there were actually two different poses that had the weapon resting on the animal, so that was definitely good to find out. But I think what I was talking about here was the fact that while taking that trophy shot, I was thinking it over, and I've had 3 different hunts now where I have encountered multiple rare animals in the same hunt. The first time ever, I was here on Val-Des-Bois with DD33, and he was actually at this very barrel that we're walking past right now, and he had 2 silvertip brown bears show up, so I ended up fast traveling down, and I took out one and he took out the other. The second occurrence was the 2 albino red deer cows. That video is on this channel, and then the third occurrence being this one with the 2 different rare red deer. So this was the first time that I've had 2 different types of rares. The other times it was the same animal, same pretty much everything. I think the bears, one was a male and one was a female, but they were both silvertips. So this time we had 2 different actual rare variations as well. But apparently not even 2 rares was enough to end that hunt, because not long later, probably only a few hundred meters again, we had a brown bear out in front of us, and the competition for brown bear was actually to harvest the highest scoring brown bear using the 8x57 IS rifle. So I had that on me already, and I saw this brown bear. He was the first one I'd seen during the hunt, and I thought he looked a bit dark, but I figured maybe just because I hadn't seen any prior, it was just as simple as that, a bit different because I hadn't seen any. So I just shot him with the 8x57. He was a decent sized brown bear. I believe the score estimate said 23 to 26 or something like that. So I knew he wouldn't win the competition, but I figured I would just get him just in case maybe he was on the upper end of that, and I did end up placing with it. So I just started running up to claim it, and I got to thinking that it could be a silvertip, but also was thinking the chances of killing a 3rd rare, I mean 3 all in such close proximity, is just so insanely rare. I mean, it's as simple as that. So I was pretty much figuring it just was a normal one, but if you watch the footage back, you can actually see what I did, because I was not narrating this at all. This one was just for the video. You can see I kind of look at it for a minute because I noticed it's dark, but I didn't take a trophy shot. So we'll look at my statistics page just to show you this all was one hunt. So you can see the 242 Ibex that we started with there at the bottom, and then we'll start scrolling up. And as we make our way up, you can see the melanistic red deer that we got, which was the first rare of the hunt, and then just a few kills later, the piebald red deer cow, and a few kills after that, we can see that the brown bear actually turned out to be a silvertip like I thought it could have been. I should have taken a trophy shot, but I just didn't know. But yeah, if you happen to see a brown bear that seems a bit darker than normal, it may very well actually be a silvertip and could be a rare kill for you. But yeah, what a crazy hunt to start with a pretty nice Ibex. That was my first kill of the hunt, and then 3 rares in close succession. Definitely my best hunt ever in terms of rares. But anyway, with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. See you in the next one.